Japan's media tech convergence, strategy and global virtual culture exports. Japan has emerged as a pioneer in the creation of virtual beings, from digital humans and virtual influencers to animated VTubers. By fusing cutting-edge entertainment technology with its rich cultural production, Japan is driving innovation in avatars and exporting a new form of virtual culture worldwide. This convergence of tech and culture is not only an industry phenomenon, but also a strategic extension of Japan's soft power. In recent years, Japanese content industries have intentionally blended creativity with technology and cross-cultural appeal, yielding AI-driven virtual entertainment and interactive media ecosystems integrated into everyday life across the globe. This report provides a comprehensive analysis of how Japan's media tech convergence supports virtual being innovations and how these digital creations serve as global cultural ambassadors. Japan's success in virtual avatars stems from a deliberate media technology convergence strategy. Entertainment sectors such as anime, games, music, and idols increasingly collaborate with high-tech platforms like AI, XR, and blockchain to create novel experiences. Industry leaders emphasize that Japanese content thrives on a convergence of artistic vision, business innovation, and global ambition. Corporate strategies reflect this blend. Sony Music Japan uses data analytics to globalize anime music, and CoverCore's CEO highlights how interactive digital personas are redefining media engagement. Japan's government has also reframed its Cool Japan Soft Power initiative to embrace digital transformation. The updated strategy prioritizes high-value experiential content, and explores new models like blockchain, Web3, and NFTs to boost cultural exports. The vision is to build a virtuous cycle where popular Japanese content, including virtual characters, enhances Japan's brand image and influences global audiences. Japan's ecosystem encourages startups and creators to leverage advanced technology in storytelling, enabling the rise of lifelike virtual celebrities who carry Japanese pop culture to the world. Japan's affinity for virtual beings has deep roots. As early as 2007, the virtual singer Hatsune Miku attracted thousands of fans to her concerts, proving that audiences would embrace a digital pop star. In 2016, the first VTuber, Kizuna AI, debuted on YouTube as an anime-styled 3D avatar, who interacted like a human entertainer. Kizuna AI's channel quickly gained millions of subscribers, initiating the VTuber trend. In parallel, Microsoft Japan developed Rina, a chatbot persona of a teen girl launched in 2015 that garnered over 7 million users. These early examples demonstrated Japan's talent for combining fictional characters with technology to engage people emotionally. Today, Japan's virtual beings include virtual idols and VTubers operated by humans via motion capture, digital and virtual humans that resemble real people, virtual influencers who maintain social media profiles and collaborate with brands, and virtual companions designed for personal interaction using AR or XR. Japan leads in each category by infusing its pop cultural aesthetics into advanced tech platforms, creating a booming virtual talent industry that has become a distinctive cultural export. CoverCorp and other industry players actively invest in developing these forms to create a culture that the world loves. One of the most prominent examples is Hololive Production, a virtual idol agency under Cover Corporation. Since debuting its first VTuber in 2017, Hololive has grown into a network of 88 active VTubers across Japan, Indonesia, and English-speaking countries, amassing over 80 million YouTube subscribers. Hololive's virtual stars perform in streaming content, music videos, and concerts. Each VTuber is voiced and controlled by a human performer, but audiences experience them as anime-like characters with distinct personalities. Hololive's CEO attributes VTubers' success to Japan's cultural familiarity with anime idols and voice actors, which set a precedent for embracing virtual performers. Hololive began as a VR/AR software startup and developed real-time avatar motion capture tools. With these tools, Hololive talents livestream using 2D or 3D avatars whose facial expressions and movements sync to the performer's actions. Viewers interact with them in real time through live chat, creating a shared virtual space. Hololive's international reach includes English-speaking VTubers such as Maury Calliope, who headlined a 2025 concert in Los Angeles. The company has also partnered with American institutions like the Los Angeles Dodgers for live events. These efforts exemplify Hololive's localization strategy, where Japanese content is adapted linguistically and culturally to foreign audiences. Hololive's mission, to create culture loved by all, frames virtual idols as a tool for global outreach. VTubers have become mainstream in Japan and increasingly popular abroad. International fans engage with Japanese language and customs through virtual idols, and figures like Kizuna AI have even been appointed official cultural ambassadors. In 2018, she was chosen by the Japan National Tourism Organization to promote Japan to American tourists, effectively bridging cultures using a VTuber. This use of virtual celebrities in public diplomacy shows Japan's confidence in their role as instruments of cultural exchange. Parallel to the VTuber boom, Japan has developed virtual influencers, realistic digital characters acting as social media personalities. A key example is Ima, a pink-haired virtual model created by Or Incorporated who debuted on Instagram in 2018. Her highly realistic images garnered over 380,000 followers on Instagram, and 470,000 on TikTok. She has worked with brands like Burberry and Adidas and was invited to give a TED Talk in 2023, the first by a virtual human. Ima's creators market her as a new type of influencer who can blend Japanese aesthetics with global digital engagement. Her success led to the creation of other virtual models and characters by Or Incorporated, positioning the company as a leader in this field. Another firm, 1 Second Incorporated, created Liam Nikoro, Japan's first male virtual influencer. A half-Japanese, half-American AI music producer, Liam appears in photos with real celebrities and maintains a presence across fashion and music scenes. These virtual humans are entirely managed by creative teams and scripted for engagement. Studies show virtual influencers achieve significantly higher engagement than their human counterparts, potentially due to their fictional backstories and controlled image. Japan is also applying AI-driven digital humans in business. Microsoft Japan's Rina project began as a chatbot and evolved into a company offering virtual human solutions. These tools generate avatars that can deliver scripted content with natural voice and facial animation, used in marketing or customer service. The project highlights Japan's focus on emotional engagement in AI characters. Rina was designed to interact emotionally, contrasting with functional assistants like Siri or Alexa, and embodies Japan's human-centered approach to AI development. Japan's innovation in virtual beings also includes XR and holographic devices. Gatebox, developed by Vinclu Incorporated, is a holographic home assistant that projects the anime-style character Azuma Hikari into a glass tube. Designed for personal companionship, Azuma can communicate through sensors and a camera and manages smart home devices. She was created to provide emotional support, particularly for people living alone. The character's design and behavior reflect the Japanese ideal of a supportive, kawaii partner. Gatebox integrates IoT functions, enabling her to prepare a user's home or send affectionate text messages. The device became a sensation, even leading to a user holding a symbolic marriage ceremony with the character. Gatebox illustrates Japan's application of XR for immersive virtual relationships and represents a convergence of cultural design and advanced technology. Products like this also raise discussions around loneliness, social behavior, and gender norms. While some view these virtual companions as beneficial for social interaction, others critique their reliance on traditional female tropes. Regardless, Gatebox proved the viability of holographic companions as both consumer tech and cultural icons. XR is also used in VR concerts, mobile games, and virtual city events in Japan. Events such as Hatsune Miku's holographic concerts and the virtual Shibuya XR initiative show how cities and artists use avatars to reimagine space and tourism. These developments reflect Japan's commitment to integrating virtual beings into everyday cultural life. Artificial intelligence underpins many virtual experiences in Japan. AI enables realistic speech synthesis, facial animation, and unscripted interaction. In 2023, Ibaraki Prefecture debuted an AI version of its tuber mascot Hiyori, powered by ChatGPT and a custom voice synthesizer. Visitors could engage in real-time conversation with the virtual character, preserving her personality and accent. This innovation suggests a future where many VTubers and virtual agents could operate autonomously. AI is also used in translating content and managing fan interactions, with potential for entirely AI-driven VTubers on the horizon. Extended reality provides immersive platforms for virtual content. Japanese companies invest heavily in VR concerts, AR events, and metaverse environments. HoloLive is developing Hollow Earth, a virtual world where fans can interact with VTubers. XR allows monetization through virtual merchandise and ticketed shows. Events such as VR markets hosted by Hiki demonstrate how Japan's subcultures are migrating into online 3D spaces. These XR efforts ensure Japan remains a content leader in the emerging metaverse economy. Blockchain is a newer but growing element in Japan's virtual strategy. Japan's cultural policy includes experiments with blockchain, Web3, and NFTs for content export. Kizuna AI launched an NFT collection in 2021, linking her brand to fan-owned digital items. This enabled deeper fan participation and revenue generation via smart contracts. Companies are beginning to develop NFT idols and decentralized governance models for virtual characters. Blockchain may soon enable fans to co-own or support virtual beings directly, expanding monetization and creative control. Japan's virtual beings significantly enhance its soft power. VTubers and virtual influencers have global fan bases who engage deeply with Japanese content and language. HoloLive and others connect fans worldwide into stable communities. These communities produce derivative works and adopt Japanese cultural elements, leading to organic cultural exchange. Japan also positions virtual characters as cultural ambassadors. Kizuna AI promoted Japan's tourism to American audiences, while local governments adopt VTubers to represent regional identities. These efforts personalize cultural diplomacy. Virtual beings often appear across media, YouTube, games, comics, merchandise, creating transmedia franchises. Fans can engage with characters across formats, fostering deeper cultural loyalty. Japan's early success in this field has influenced international trends. Western and Asian firms replicate the VTuber model, often inspired by Japan's original characters. Japanese firms continue to collaborate globally, embedding their virtual content into international markets. These developments demonstrate how Japan's media tech convergence not only innovates entertainment but reshapes cultural diplomacy. Virtual beings are transforming how celebrity and identity are understood in Japan. Avatars allow performers to separate their private selves from public personas. This opens the industry to diverse creators, including those outside traditional idol demographics. However, it also complicates fan-creator relationships, especially when the identities behind avatars change or are hidden. Japan's social acceptance of personified technology supports these developments, but also generates debate over ethics and emotional labor. Virtual companions like Gatebox's Azuma Hikari raise concerns about social withdrawal and gender stereotypes. While some view them as tools for emotional well-being, others critique their implications for human interaction and representation. Japan's cultural openness to anthropomorphized technology contributes to the popularity of such products but also necessitates ongoing ethical reflection. The rise of virtual talents is reshaping labor in the entertainment industry. Motion capture performers, writers, and digital artists form new creative professions. Talent agencies are adjusting to manage virtual personalities. This shift changes norms around celebrity labor, privacy, and intellectual property. Japan is adapting its legal frameworks to accommodate these emerging realities. Virtual beings also reflect Japan's concept of immersive world building. Characters become part of detailed, interactive worlds that fans inhabit emotionally. These parasocial relationships provide comfort and meaning but require careful management. Japan's approach blends enthusiasm with regulation, seeking to balance innovation with social responsibility. Japan's integration of entertainment technology with cultural production has established it as a global leader in virtual being development. Through AR, XR, and other platforms, Japan has created digital entertainers who serve as both cultural products and cultural diplomats. This media tech convergence is part of a national strategy to project soft power and foster global engagement. Virtual beings are not just novelties but key vehicles for storytelling, community building, and international influence. Japan's ability to humanize technology through emotionally resonant avatars will likely keep it at the forefront of global cultural innovation. The export of these virtual cultures marks a new phase in Japan's creative economy and soft power strategy.